Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Frank Quiñones. I am the ambassador of reading, and today's topic is a recommendation or a suggestion by a lady named Liz Glass. She asked, hey Frank, what do you think is best, leasing a car or purchasing a car? And she's not the first. There are many people that ask me, and whenever we're sitting having a conversation here or there, we're at a party, we're at at a seminar. It's come up many times, and I'll tell you my 2 cents on it. It doesn't mean that I'm correct. However, this is the way I view it, since I do like to take care of my money, okay? When you lease a car, you get nothing at the end of the 3-year, 5-year, or 7 years. So if you lease it for either 3, 5, or 7, you're not gonna get anything at the end of the lease. You bring in the car back to the dealer. There's a guy that looks around it, checks it, makes sure that the car is in normal wear and tear. If anything's missing, if anything's broken, of course, you pay a little bit more, and that's the end of that. You walk out and you don't keep a car. When you purchase a car, you finish paying it either in 3 years, 5 years, or 7 years. And at the end of the term, well, you don't have to go back to the dealer. You stay home, you no longer send payments, and the car is yours. Now, the advantage that I see there is that you could always sell that car, and with that money, go back in and get another one if you like. Now, people say, yeah, but on a lease, you pay a little bit less than on a purchase. Yes, but on a purchase, you get to keep the car. On a lease, you get nothing. Now, when is it good to lease? I think many people that have corporations and they need a vehicle, well, those are good things to do. If you're gonna have a corporation and it's gonna be a tax write-off, why not be in a nice car that's gonna take you from point A to point B? It's gonna make the corporation look good. It's gonna make you look good. Plus, it's tax deductible. When it comes to that, I think that's okay. However, the majority of the people don't have a corporation. So if you don't have a corporation and you just want to lease a car to look good, feel good, well, I guess it's okay. Now, when is it okay to lease versus purchasing? Here's another one, okay? If you're young at the workforce, you're in your early 20s, and you just started your job and you're making that money, chances are you're not going to mind having a car payment, credit card payments, and a house payment. You're good. You're barely starting. You're taking off in your younger years. Now, as we get older and we're no longer going to be part of the workforce, I know for me and the people that I talk to, the people that are a little bit older, that we're already planning, hey, I don't want to have a car payment. I don't want to have credit card payments. I definitely don't want to have a house payment. So we plan accordingly. As for me, I wouldn't lease. I would purchase. Why? Because I want to make sure that it's paid in full. If anything, if I have to go to the dealer, fix it, or if I have to take it to the mechanic and fix it, well, fine. If it was to give me more problems than needed, yeah, turn it in, sell the car, get the money, go back to the dealer and get me another car. I would do that. So it's different scenarios. But for the most part, if you were to ask me, if my son was to come up, or my daughter was to come up and ask me, Dad, can I lease or can I buy? Well, you can do whatever you want. However, I'm going to highly recommend that you purchase, because at the end of the purchase, at the end of the payment, you keep the car. Now, I don't know that I've said it in any of my other videos, but I usually don't buy a brand new car, because when you drive it off the dealership, it's $5,000 less. So I don't mind going to the dealership and getting somebody else's car that's a year old or 2 years old. I don't mind that. I know cars are meant to last 10, 15, 20 years with no problems, as long as they are maintained. Now, if you lease a car, you have to maintain it, or else you're going to be, they're going to find you. If it's your car, why would you not maintain your car? Go ahead and check whatever needs to be checked and fix whatever needs to be fixed. Oils, keep your oils always on a schedule. If you keep your oils on a schedule, chances are you're going to have a car for a very long time. One of my neighbors, I admire him a lot. He's had a truck. He's got a Ford truck. He takes it in to the shop every year, and it says, go ahead and do the major service, and they The mechanic already knows, and that guy, I'm sure, has saved tons of money by doing that service to the truck. For all I see, from what I see, and he keeps it very nice, and he's had it for maybe 20 years, probably. And from what I see, I think that truck is going to be around. So maintain your car. If you maintain it, it's going to save you money in the long run. So very well, we're going to leave it at that. I'm just going to do a nice brief review of what happened. So when you lease at the end of the terms, 3, 5, or 7 years, you get nothing. You return the car and they're going to inspect it. If anything's broken, they're going to charge you. If you went over the miles, they're going to charge you. And still after you pay, you get out and you get no car. At the end of when you purchase 3, 5, or 10 years, 3, 5, or 7 years, I'm sorry. At the end of when you finish paying it, you keep the car. And if you did a good job taking care of it, well, you're going to have a good running car. Don't lease a car, purchase a car. Also, we talked about when you're starting off your years in the your early years in life, starting in the workforce, maybe you don't mind because you're producing the money, you're in the workforce, you're not going to mind paying credit cards and a car payment and a house payment. But as you get older, then you have to plan, because not many people produce as much money as they did in the youth. So they want to avoid having a car payment, credit card payments, and definitely a house payment. We're going to leave it at that. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Congratulations and thank you for watching until the end. If you like the information, there are more videos that you can watch. Also, if you're not part of this community yet where you're subscribed, you can subscribe down here. Also, make your comments. I love reading comments, and share, because that's what makes the channel grow. Thank you and welcome to the channel.